Welcome to Bible Quiz Quest, where every question leads you deeper into a biblical adventure. Let's go! Most Christians can't answer these Bible questions. Can you? Round 1. A king stretched out his hand to order a prophet's arrest, but suddenly his hand became stiff and unusable. Which king did this happen to? Jeroboam. A woman went to get water from a well at the hottest time of the day, but she had an unexpected encounter with Jesus. Where did this happen? Samaria. This king destroyed the bronze snake that Moses had made because the people had begun to worship it. Who was he? Hezekiah. This young shepherd became a king of Israel and wrote many of the Psalms in the Bible. Who was he? David. This woman disobeyed God's command and looked back at the burning city, turning into a pillar of salt. Who was she? Lot's wife. This man walked so closely with God that he never experienced death. God simply took him away. Who was he? Enoch. During a powerful judgment, an entire river turned to blood, making it undrinkable. Which river was it? A strong man told a riddle about a lion and honey, but his enemies tricked his wife into giving them the answer. Who was he? Samson. A sick king was given extra years to live, and as a sign, God made a shadow move backward instead of forward. Who was this king? Hezekiah. In a powerful vision, a prophet saw a valley full of dry bones come back to life as a mighty army. Who was this prophet? Ezekiel. During a drought, God commanded ravens to bring food to a prophet while he hid by a brook. Who was this prophet? Elijah. A powerful ruler accepted worship as a god, but suddenly he was struck down and eaten by worms. Who was he? Herod Agrippa. End of round 1. Round 2. The Israelites found water in the wilderness, but it was too bitter to drink until God showed Moses how to make it sweet. What was the name of this place? Morah. Because of his pride, a mighty king was humbled by God and lived like an animal, eating grass for 7 years. Who was he? Nebuchadnezzar. An enemy army came to capture a prophet, but he prayed, and God struck them with blindness. Later, their sight was restored, and they were sent home in peace. Who was this prophet? Elisha. This city was captured without a single fight when a mysterious hand wrote a message on the wall during a feast. That same night, a new ruler took over. What city was this? Babylon. One night, a man physically wrestled with a mysterious figure who later blessed him and changed his name. Who was he? Jacob. 2 Israelite spies were sent to scout out a city before battle. A woman helped them hide on her rooftop and later helped them escape. Who was she? Rahab. A prophet challenged false prophets to prove whose God was real. When he prayed, fire came down from heaven and burned up the sacrifice. Who was he? Elijah. A young king of Judah ordered repairs to the temple, and during the work, a priest discovered a long-lost scroll of God's law. Who was this king? Josiah. As the Israelites wandered in the desert, they had no food, until God miraculously provided something from heaven. What was it? Manna. On a mountain, God wrote a special message on 2 stone tablets and gave them to his prophet. What was written on them? The Ten Commandments. This man was traveling to persecute Christians when a bright light from heaven struck him blind. Who was he? Paul, Saul. In a vision, this prophet saw a massive flying scroll representing God's judgment. Who was he? Zechariah. End of round 2. Final round. As a child, this future prophet heard God calling him in the middle of the night. Who was he? Samuel. This judge made a vow to offer the first thing that came out of his house if he won a battle, and it was his daughter. Who was he? Jephthah. A brave queen risked her life by approaching the king without being summoned. Because of her courage, her people were saved from destruction. Who was she? Esther. A leader of Israel prayed during a battle, and the sun and moon stood still until they won. Who was this leader? Joshua. After Jesus rose from the dead, one disciple refused to believe until he saw and touched Jesus' wounds. Who was he? Thomas. God commanded a prophet to marry an unfaithful woman as a symbol of Israel's unfaithfulness to him. Who was this prophet? Hosea. One of Judah's greatest kings began ruling when he was just 8 years old. He later led a revival and restored true worship. Who was he? Josiah. After praying for rain during a drought, this prophet was given supernatural strength and outran a king's chariot to the city. Who was he? Elijah. People were healed just by touching handkerchiefs and aprons that had been with this apostle. Who was he? Paul. Hearing reports of King Solomon's extraordinary wisdom and wealth, this powerful ruler traveled a great distance to test him with difficult questions. Who was this queen? Queen of Sheba. The Bible describes terrifying creatures shaped like horses with human faces, lion's teeth, and scorpion tails. Who wrote about these creatures? John. Despite the animosity between King Saul and David, Saul's son formed a deep and unwavering friendship with David, even risking his own life to protect him. Who was this loyal friend? Jonathan. Great job, you made it to the end. How did you find it? Comment below. Subscribe for more. Thanks for playing.